What's up, everybody? Once again, it's Brandman Sean, and this video is brought to you by BrandmanNetwork.com because aside myself, I know I usually don't do these on Sunday like this, but I want to do this really quickly because I just got to. So it's on my mind. And there's actually a really dope video in the description I want you guys to check out, but later on that, first and foremost, I saw this Revolt conference with QC thing, and they said something that I think I need to make a lot more practical, because I've said it plenty of times. I feel like other people have said it plenty of times, but I don't think it's exactly practical in terms of how you blow up specific songs, right? Or how certain songs come to blow up that deserve to be blown up. So what's the constant question that artists have, right? How long do I push this song? Most artists do not push songs long enough because they put it on the shelf and they say, you know what, it didn't blow up fast enough and I don't have the money, I want to move on. I got this other project that's hot, this other song that's hot. Cool, I get it. But we all know, right? As a matter of fact, here's the statement. P of QC, right? There's Coach K and QC there's Coach K and P who run quality control. That's QC with the Migos, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, for those who don't know, Summer Walker, Leighton Green, all that stuff, right? And they asked about discovery, or what do they like about streaming. P mentioned primarily discovery, right? Because he says streaming, as opposed to this old stuff, lasts forever. What did he mean by streaming lasts forever? Well, it's simple, right? You got to think about this fact. Today, when we talk about I drop a track, and I'm going to give another example where it happened to me, and you guys might have actually watched it happen before your eyes, so you can really know what I'm talking about. When you drop a track today, right? You drop that track, it's out there. Yeah, people don't necessarily love it or they find it, but then eventually it has the potential to blow up. You all know that at this point. When we look at Act Up, City Girls, another QC, artist, the group, they dropped Act Up. That was a hit, a song of the summer, but when it originally dropped 6 months earlier, nobody was checking for the song. They talked about that, right? But when they did this track, the twerk track with Cardi B, people started paying attention to them. Then people went back to Act Up. And then all of a sudden that blew up in itself. Why did that happen? Because streaming lasts forever. In this, as opposed to a compact disc like the CDs back in the day, right? People have to go buy the CD again to listen to the old. I might discover a new album. Now I got to go buy. That's a barrier to go buy your old music now that I discovered you. Or now I got to go buy your old albums to discover you. When it's on streaming, right now, people will mistakenly run into your old songs while they're listening to the new songs that they discover you through. It just happens. So that's the discovery aspect that makes it far easier. You could discover before, but discovery is so much easier today. It's such a low barrier. That's what he means when it says streaming lasts forever, because once it's there, it's there. And now you just keep adding to your catalog. People come in, bam, stuff can blow up. We've seen this with LMA. We've seen this with Act Up. With City Girls, we've seen this with a lot of artists at this point, man. We've seen it with so many artists, but artists probably still aren't understanding it. So let me explain this. You don't even necessarily have to market an old song for it to blow up. This is what I mean by that, because you can just keep grinding. A perfect example with me using my own story, and I'm not going to use my artist story because the artist, that's just, you can't talk about certain things. But this, my very first video was a Fetty Wap video. Some people might not have seen it at this point, but my very first video went viral. Here's the caveat though. My first video did not go viral immediately. My first video went viral 3 months, 6 months after I dropped it. What do I mean by saying 3 months, then 6 months? Check this out. I dropped it. It got like 100 views, and I was like, oh. But after it got those 100 views, of course, now I'm saying, like, how do I get more views? How do I get more views? How do I get more views? So I'm dropping more videos. Everybody who discovers the new video then goes back to my old stuff, and then they eventually start to see that video, which apparently was my best video at the time, right? So new people come in, another 5 people come in, another 5 people come in, another 100 people come in. And all these people who collectively came in through these other videos are now coming back to this one video. Next thing you know, you end up marketing this other video through your other music, right? And this is the power of just staying on the grind when it comes to being an artist, right? It's the same situation. People discover yourself in your stuff through other things. So now if I have a song that not automatically, out of nowhere hits 100,000 people, when that first song that's a way better song only got 100 views, but what if 50,000 of those 100,000 people come back to that song that only got 100 views, and now they're like, yo, this song is even better, and now they start spreading that. That's what allows that grind to actually cumulatively come back to your old stuff and blow a song up. You don't even have to necessarily put that effort in, right? I didn't necessarily put that effort in. So if I say 3 months and 6 months, when I say it blew up twice, one went from 100 views. All right, then one day I looked up and out of nowhere it had 1,000 views. That was like 3 months later, and that was blowing up to me at the time, right? In terms of my channel, because I wasn't going to like take my other resources to blow up the channel. I wanted to blow it up in and of itself, right? And that's because I kept posting videos. But then I kept posting videos, and then eventually those views made it blow up again. And then next time when it blew it up, it started going to 5,000, 10,000, and then all of a sudden it started getting added to YouTube playlist. And next thing you know, over time it's at 120,000, 150,000, I don't know, something like that, right? But that's the point. Staying on the grind, staying consistent today is marketing in and of itself. You don't always even have to go back and find a new budget for an old song and push that. You can just keep staying on your grind, and then eventually people will find that old song and start to move on it themselves. And then you might want to say, okay, oh snap, I got a different platform, I got different resources, let me use that to blow this song up even more so. So that's the practical way to look at how this discovery mechanism, the fact that streaming lasts forever, or these catalogs, this content lasts forever, can put you in a position to just blow up by simply staying on your grind. Now, I gotta switch gears a little bit. One, I got a couple things, but one, clout chasing. I need an understanding of why people use the term clout chasing so loosely when they're studying stuff, because I feel like clout chasing becomes a distraction from people actually learning how to apply certain things. If I had to define clout chasing, I would say recognition just for the sake of recognition, right? But a lot of this stuff isn't necessarily clout chasing. I mean, of course, there's a clout chasers, but when you see certain tactics that people talk about or certain strategies, it's not necessarily clout chasing. I mean, and look, even if it was, bruh, who cares? Does it work for you or not? That's my goal. Does it work for you or not? So I only say that to just make sure people, when they read or they watch videos from people or whatever they see and they study stuff, don't dismiss anything as clout chasing and not use it if it could be used for you. The most important thing is having a place to lead it to. If you get attention just for the sake of attention, that's probably the best definition of clout chasing to me, and it's not going to do much for you, so why? But if you can make sure it goes back directly towards something that's going to benefit you and build a real platform that you want, then, hey, by all means, bruh, do it. Do it. I mean, outside of it being some kind of wild, stupid stuff, don't say, brand man condone any of that. That's another thing. Another thing before I forget, do check out this video at the link in the description below. It's by an artist named Gotham. This dude has this really dope contest that he applied for Kato. If y'all don't know who Kato the producer is, he has a really dope video that he put together. He's rapping, got dancers with it, and they had to do it on one of Kato's beats, and they're in a contest. As Brandman Network members or Brandman channel subscribers or just viewers, I'd appreciate if y'all at least check it out. And if you check it out and you think it's dope, right, support the dude and, just get a little quick free BeatStars account. It's free. Y'all can delete it later if y'all want to. I don't know. I think that's how it works, right? But just vote for Buddy. It'll be helpful. It's only one day left, September 30th at 11:59. Until that's over, support a young artist. He's going against some big YouTubers and other people like that. So support him if y'all think it's dope. Check out the link in the description below. Other than that, back to the business infrastructure I talked about earlier, right? When we talk about continuing to grind so you still get views, right? Continuing to build your system so it can always lead back to the things you have. That's the importance of also making sure you build infrastructure. I know that it sucks to market music repeatedly a lot of times and just market one song for 6 months or 1 year. But if you don't have a big budget, especially, And this is happening with people with big budgets that still find songs that blow away later. But if you don't have a big budget and you think that this is that one, are you not selling yourself short by only giving a small little boost because you got this much money right now, and then forget about it as you push the rest of your stuff? Sometimes it's cool to do that, but even bigger than that, make sure you're building the infrastructure. This part takes a long time. And as I get like older and older and have more and more experience with the business stuff, I get better at being patient. Because trust me, like even when I know and I've seen it and I've done it multiple times, I still get impatient. But building out infrastructure is extremely important to business. Right? Now, I know going viral is not. Going viral, it don't matter. You can just build something. It could be a very first video. You drop it today and it's viral. And ooh, you were a viral success in terms of just being viral. But when we talk about business and lasting, creating a career, infrastructure is everything. Everything. Take that time to build it out. It moves, it does cause you to move slower, but it's necessary. This is that marathon versus the sprint, right? We all know Nipsey Hussle, the marathon. I don't know if y'all remember, but P. Diddy literally ran marathons in the early 2000s or whatever it was, just because he believes in the marathon mentality. That I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you, like that whole thing. Marathon is about keeping going. And once you realize and you invest and commit to the long term, because you say, I'm going to be here for a minute, it makes it easier to make those short-term sacrifices to actually build infrastructure. But if you're just trying to pop and get on and not worried about that, and you really don't even believe that you have what it takes to make it long-term, it becomes really hard to be patient and make long-term investment moves because you don't really believe in it yourself. And I understand that. You got to deal with that internally, because I don't know exactly who I'm talking to in this video, whether you got music or a business or whatever, but just understand that long-term investment. I know, bro, that junk sucks. It sucks, especially if you're not where you want to be. It's easier to invest long-term sometimes if at least financially you straight and you got certain things handled in life. But that's the thing that builds character, right? At the end of the day, being able to do that and have that discipline when it's hard. Discipline when it's easy, I don't even know if you can technically call that discipline. So keep that in mind. Those are my words to you. Again, check out that video, the link in the description below. Would love to know what you guys think of it. If y'all check it out and y'all like it, put it in the comment section and let people know that it's actually worth checking out. Also, invest long-term in your business, infrastructure, and keep grinding, because the longer you are in it, the better you give yourself a chance of success. Once again, that's a video by BrainmanNetwork.com, because I signed myself. If you like this video, if you like, I messed that all the way up. I'm going to try that again. If you like that video, go ahead and like button. If you like it, you might as well share it. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button.